Hello and welcome back to this moon messages reading. So this is going to be your moon messages reading from the new moon in Capricorn on the 30th of December 2024, the last moon messages of 2024, until the full moon in Cancer on the 13th of January 2025. So the first moon messages of 2025. I am doing this from my car this time round. I know I've done this before. I don't do it often from my car because it's quite tricky. I have to kind of get all the cards in a different order and, you know, not have them out in front of me. I don't have much room, but sometimes we have to work with what we've got, okay? So do bear with me. I'm also just overcoming a cold as well, so I might have some sniffles and some grogginess, but I'm at the end of it now. So yeah, unfortunately I got ill over Christmas, so yeah, poor me, but everybody's been ill by the sounds of it. So yeah, do bear with me. Okay, so I've got a few cards here for you, and they're quite interesting. I haven't really looked at them all. I wanted to just kind of go as we go along, okay? If you are new to me, all my details are in the description box, and if you do want to book a personal reading, all the details are there, okay? Anyway, right, so the first card we have is Pleasure. Now that was in reverse. Nobody wants to see that in reverse, but this is kind of for some people. It's not going to be for everyone because there are different energies watching this video. Not every message is going to resonate, but this is for the people who maybe over Christmas have felt like they haven't really enjoyed it that much, or they're starting to realize that things in their life just aren't as pleasurable anymore. Maybe because they're older, maybe because things in their life just aren't, it just isn't going to plan. Maybe they haven't got the home that they want, maybe they haven't got the job or the relationship that they want, or you know. And I don't wish to start this reading on a negative, but this is just the energy that I'm picking up with this card first of all, and it's those people who maybe might have that negative mindset going, you know, finishing the year up, and don't worry though, the message is going to open up and to hopefully help you to gain a little bit more perspective on your situation, okay? The second card we have is the Masculine. Now this is about support, focus, motivation and taking action. So they're all the energies of masculine, right? Masculine energy. The new moon, we're starting off in the new moon energy for this reading, does actually come the day before the new year. And obviously with new year, everybody starts to focus on what they want. They start to put set intentions or set goals or make plans or make resolutions for all the things that they want to do in 2025, and they let go of what they don't want and they start focusing on what they do want. Now this is a good message for those people who are in this non-pleasure energy. So if you are focusing on the areas where you don't feel fulfillment, where you don't feel pleasure at the moment, maybe you want to let go of that, and maybe you want to start placing your focus on things you do want. So this could be a journaling exercise that you do. This could be just something that you sit with in yourself and think, okay, do I really want to keep complaining about this? Do I really want to keep focusing my energy on this, and my thoughts and my energy and my attention on these things that don't bring me pleasure? Do I, you know, and this isn't just about you know, this isn't about just saying, okay, well, I need to get rid of that then. It's not about that. I mean, yes, that might help you, but it could also just be a switch in mindset. It could be that you need to let go of the thoughts that you're having towards this, and what can you do to make that change? You know, can you just change the way you're thinking about it? Can you you know, change the way you're doing things, or does it have to be a complete let go of that thing, right? And start focusing on what you do want, who you do want to be, what you do want to do, what you want to receive, all of those things, right? So placing your focus on those, and then maybe once you've got your focus there, start thinking about how can I take action towards this thing, even if it's the smallest little steps. But that's a masculine energy that you're going to have to step into in this the first half of this next 2 weeks, okay? Because the first half is new moon energy, and that is all about planting seeds for where you want to go and what you want to do in the future. The next card we have is fear, and it was in reverse. Now that means no fear, okay? So yes, you are going to have fear. There's going to be changes. There's going to be huge changes in 2025. And I'm not just saying that, it feels like there is. I've spoken to many people who said the same thing. They all feel really good about 2025. I've just literally filmed a short video for Instagram and TikTok where I do like mini readings, and I did mention, I think I mentioned on there yeah, I did mention that 2025 energy is completely different to the last 4 years. If you follow Lee Harris, if you don't, check him out, he's awesome. He does energy updates every month. I've been following him since probably 2018 or maybe earlier, and he said since 2020, so since when COVID started, to 2024, that's when we have been through a huge purging cycle. We have been letting go of toxic things, wounds, unhealed things, things that we just have needed to process and let go of and purge, to then start moving forward from 2025 onwards. So 2025, and I'd probably say the middle of 2025, is when you're going to start feeling better. You're going to start feeling more positive. You're going to start seeing things moving forward rather than being held back, because there's definitely been a held back energy going on for a lot of people, especially myself. So hopefully 2025 is going to bring good things for us, but we need to step out of fear. We need to let go of that fear energy, and we need to find ways in which we can build our confidence, build our motivation, and ask for the support we need to help us move through those fears to step into what we want to do. Okay, so have no fear in 2025. Actually, I'm not going to say no fear. I'm going to take that back, because we need the fear. We need the fear to propel us forward sometimes. So sometimes it's a bit of a helpful thing. So maybe use that fear. Okay, I'm going to scrap that no fear, actually. Use that fear and think, oh, you can be here, and I'm still going to do it anyway, right? So feel the fear and do it anyway. That whole cliche. The next card we have is balance. Maybe that's what this is about, right? It's about realizing that we know that we're going to have the fear, and we know that we need motivation and we need the confidence. And maybe before we were thinking, I can't do it because I'm too scared, right? You're either too scared and you don't do it, or you're really confident and you do it. But actually this is about balancing it out, and it's about saying I can still do it with the fear. I can still do it even though I'm not that confident. I can get the support I need. I can step into what I need to do even without that confidence, even with a little bit of confidence, right? Even with the fear going on, even with my lack of skills or abilities, I can still do it because I can get the support I need. So how can you balance out? And that's that thought process, isn't it? Like, you know, so she's got clouds. Sorry, I'm covering her face. She's got clouds in front of her face, right? She's got clouds in front of her face. It's like you've been clouded by these thoughts and these beliefs. So just get rid of those cloudy thoughts, right? And start balancing them out with more helpful thoughts. I don't want to say more positive, more helpful. Okay. This is interesting. So resilience is the next card. Now they're showing me 2020, 2024 again. Wasn't that a huge period of resilience building? When we had to go through all of the COVID things, like all of the difficulties, all of the struggles, and I know a lot of people have had a lot of struggles this year in particular. Hasn't it built resilience in us? Hasn't it made us stronger? I know it definitely has me, and I know a few other people who have definitely grown a lot stronger. I've seen people around me who back in 2020 or maybe before, who were like really quiet and really, I can think of a few in my head right now, who were quite quiet. They were quite shy. They didn't have much confidence. They couldn't speak up for themselves. They couldn't ask for what they needed or wanted. They couldn't say no to people. They couldn't set boundaries. I'm just getting oh, this makes me emotional because I'm thinking of a few people and I think they'll know who they are. And now they're completely different, but I think it's because of the last 4 years. It's because of everything they've had to go through, all of the changes in the world, the changes in their environments, the changes in their lifestyles or their jobs, or the things they've had to step up and do, and the things they've had to they've realized about themselves, and also the things that have maybe happened to them, like maybe they've lost people, maybe they've lost jobs, or they've had fallings out with people, or whatever it is. Those things have made them stronger. They've made them more authentic. They've made them more brave and confident. And I'd like you to comment down below if you've had the same thing. But I think it's happened to a lot of people. So this woman here who's like carrying a load of snakes on her back, right, that represents all the toxicity, that represents all of the negative things that have happened. But she's like, do you know what, I'm not scared of you anymore. I'm just going to carry you with me. I know that you've happened to me. I'm going to carry you with me, even though she should really drop them before 2025. But it's made her stronger, right? And she's going, I'm strong enough. I can carry you. I can carry you with me. Okay. Now the next card we have, it's got someone walking past. The next card we have is faith. So this is about having faith in 2025. I feel like this is the middle, maybe the middle of the next cycle. So coming towards the full moon on the 13th, this is more, it's starting to have faith in the process. You're starting to have faith in yourself, in your abilities, in what is happening to you. I've just realised it's just gone dark in here, so I've put my light on. I really wanted to do this before it gets dark, so hopefully I will. But you're having more faith and trust in what's happening to you in life, in maybe in 2025. Just saying. So this feels good, it feels positive. The next card we have is the Void, and that was in reverse. I'm so glad it was in reverse, because the Void is not a good place to be. The Void is probably where we have all been over the last few years, especially this year. The Void is a place where you don't know where you're going. You're stuck. You're in the dark, right? You have no clue like what's going on in your life or in the world or whatever, right? You're just stuck in this void. And it was in reverse. And it's number 1, and number 1 is new beginnings. It feels really good. It feels so good. Yeah, I don't really know if I have much more to say about that, but it's like you're letting go of that void, that period of voidness, if that's a word, and you're stepping into like it's kind of like you're in a dark tunnel and you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that feels really good. So it's like an opening up, a trust, a faith, and starting to walk towards that and starting to see where you're going. So it feels really good. Next card we have is release. Now she's definitely releasing all that did not serve her in the past. Full moon energy, right? As I say, we're coming towards the full moon in Cancer energy now. So full moon energy, release. So this is about releasing probably the dregs, like the things that are left over, kind of like my cold at the moment, right? You know, when you get to the end of a cold and you're like, you still got the, I know it sounds disgusting, but you still got like the dregs, or the bits that you just want to get rid of. Like you're feeling okay, but you're just like, oh, I'm still a bit groggy, right? It's a bit like that. So we're still gonna be at the beginning of January, the first 2 weeks of January. So maybe you're still left with a little bit of 2024, right? And maybe you've had an amazing 2024. I'm not, this is different for everyone, but if you haven't, then maybe you're still left with some of that, right? So this is about releasing. So maybe you want to jot down some of the things that you think you're still holding on to from past energy, from 2024 energy, maybe 2020 to 2024. Maybe you need to reflect on those years and go, what am I still holding on to? And what beliefs, what thoughts, what stories, what energies, what people, what situations, what do I not want to bring into 2025 with me that I need to let go of? What are those things? And maybe you need to write them down and burn them and release them in the full moon. Okay, so that's just maybe a little exercise you want to do. And then we end on full moon energy. It says full moon here, even though it says Gemini. We are ending in Cancer, but we'll just ignore that. It's a full moon, and it says embrace the flow of life. So once you have let go of what you need to let go of, once you've released all of those old things, maybe the dregs, you need to step into the flow. Now, I want to talk about flow because something came to me. I was watching a video just before this one, and I do believe that you watch things at the right time. And I think I was meant to watch this before I did this video. But this was a lady who I'm going to start following now because she sounds amazing. I can't remember her name. That's awful because I could have mentioned her on here. If I remember, I'll put it in the comments. Yeah, anyway, so she was saying about how we've got the word flow wrong. Well, not wrong, she doesn't like the words wrong and right, but how we've got that notion of being in the flow, we might have that a little bit, like we might not have that right in our minds. Okay, so going with the flow sometimes is represented with kind of just, oh, hang on, I've got this wrong. I've got this wrong. Not going with the flow, but being in the flow. Sometimes we think, oh, right, we're going to flow with the good things. We see it as like a positive thing, right? And being in flow in your life feels like quite nice. It feels like quite positive, right? But sometimes we need to be in the flow of, I don't even want to say negative things, but we need to go with the flow on things that are happening in our lives, and those things aren't always positive. Okay, so this is something that I've definitely not been able to do, and I don't know about you, but when you have things that happen in your life that are negative, right, in your mind, that aren't good, that throw you, that rock your world, right, you find it hard to go with the flow because you're very resistant to it. So you might then hold on to your comforts, or you might hold on to your safety, or you might be very resistant and be like, no, I don't want that. Like, I don't want this to happen. So going with the flow of that is allowing it. It's saying, where is this taking me to? And just opening yourself up to it and being like, okay, well, I may have lost my job, but where is this taking me to? Like, where am I flowing to instead? Where is the universe taking me to? What is this showing me? What am I learning here about myself? Where could this possibly be, like, leading me to in my life? Like, you know, and start opening up to possibilities. Now, I know this is very, very, very hard, and I would struggle with it as well, but it does sound like an easy, not easy, hang on, I got that wrong. It does sound like a more peaceful place to be. And, you know, just kind of getting curious about it instead of being resistant to it. And this is very, very hard for people who need stability in their lives, and hands up, I am one of these people. So it's very hard. But maybe this might be something that you might want to open up to and just try something different, because I know that when I've done that in the past, it hasn't worked. So anything that's not working, why not give something different a try? I can't get my words out today. So yeah, give it a try and just see, like, can I allow this to happen? Can I open up to where this is leading me, where this is taking me? I'm going to stop talking now because I am ruining this. Okay, so that is your moon messages reading for the next 2 weeks. I am not doing a crystal of the moon cycle this week. It would just take too long, and it's getting dark. So I hope it served you well. If you do want to book a personal reading with me, all of my details are in the description box. I now do 10-minute video readings as well. So I either do those on YouTube, so you can have a little video like this, personalised for you, 10 minutes for £10. And if you want those, just message me, because I haven't got a booking link for those. Or if you want it done via Cameo, there's a link down the bottom where you can have that on the Cameo app. and you can access it there. You can download it yourself, and also I can do other videos like guidance videos. I can give you motivational videos, things like that. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to stop talking now, but I hope it served you well. Happy New Year to everybody, because I'm not going to do a video before the New Year. So have a wonderful New Year, and I will see you in 2025. See you then. Bye.